So, Apple has fixed its dangerous and embarrassing Wi-Fi issue. iOS 14.7 has added improved checks. Apple says, to stop its devices joining a malicious Wi-Fi network that may result in a denial of service or arbitrary code execution. But be warned, iOS 14.7 doesn't make you safe from Wi-Fi attacks. Far from it. Apple's devices are generally safer and more secure than the alternatives. Generally. But that doesn't mean your iPhone, iPad and Mac are secure. We've seen plenty of iPhone vulnerabilities patched in recent months with emergency fixes, and just this week we saw a stark warning about very malicious malware now attacking Macs. Apple's recent Wi-Fi security issue was a crafted SSID bug, where the combination of characters can trick the iPhone into processing the SSID as code, locking up its Wi-Fi function as a result. There's a debate as to whether this could be used to attack the device itself, but, either way, it's a specific vulnerability Apple has fixed in iOS 14.7. We've seen similar issues before with so-called text bombs, where crafted text strings can overwhelm an Apple device, triggering unexpected behaviors. Those attacks usually require a simple reset, albeit we have seen examples where the text can never be processed in your chat history, and that means deleting and reinstalling the messaging app. Pre the fix, the latest Wi-Fi issue also required a reset. The risk from all these bugs is that once you force a device into an unusual state, you can often follow up with another exploit to attack the device, for example planting seemingly benign code that then downloads and installs nastier malware. While the latest flaw was technical, you were only at risk if you left your Wi-Fi settings open. Absent that, you would need to manually choose a Wi-Fi network with an odd name. You may have assumed you would be unlikely to fall for such an attack, but many of you will still have your Wi-Fi settings dangerously open. And while this particular flaw aimed to trick your phone, most Wi-Fi attacks simply aim to trick you. Connectivity attacks on mobile devices can have multiple purposes. The simplest is clearly just to intercept your traffic. That doesn't help where that traffic is encrypted, but it can be compromising with plain text and web queries. Sometimes a security agency might not need the traffic, just a device identifier and a known location. Which protesters turned up at this location on this date, or where was this lawyer at this time? As an extension of this, we have seen examples where knocking individuals off comms at specific times is valuable to an adversary. If I can crash a protest group's WhatsApp accounts, I can frustrate their planning. Or if I can create a black spot while making it seem as though devices are connected, I can keep those targets dark.